In this video, I'll give you my impressions on the Tortuga Setout 35, as well as give you some tips on how to pack the bag. Coming up. I've been a fan of Tortuga since I bought their Air backpack maybe 5 or 6 years ago. And while the Setout is a completely different bag, it still keeps a lot of the same features that I like about their backpacks. I love Tortuga for the simple design on all their bags. They have side-opening clamshell backpacks with 2 separated compartments, comfortable backpack carry systems, and bomb-proof hardware. This is the 3rd backpack that I've owned by Tortuga. I have the 27-liter Air, the 35-liter Outbreaker, and now let's have a look at the Setout 35. The outer material is a 900 denier polyester fabric that's a lot softer than the X-Pack sailcloth fabric used in the Outbreaker. However, the polyester isn't waterproof, so you'll have to use the additional rain cover if you plan on being out in a downpour. The Setout comes in 3 colors. There's a black, a navy blue, and then this is the heather gray color that I have here. It's a really pretty fabric color, and it's kind of hard to tell what color it is. From far away, it looks kind of grayish, but if you zoom in, you can see there's actually quite a bit of blue in there. As usual, Tortuga uses all the highest quality hardware in their backpacks. All the zippers are large YKK zippers with these custom zipper pulls. The zippers on all the main exterior compartments are lockable, and the hardware, buckles, and adjusters are all beefy, solid plastic Duraflex, except these backpack attachment buckles are aluminum. As far as the dimensions, I have the 35-liter version here, which I found that bags in the 30 to 35-liter range is a good size for me. It forces me to pack lighter, and it's not nearly as heavy or bulky as bags can get in the 40 to 45-liter range. But if you tend to pack a little more, the Setout also comes in a 45-liter version, which has a little bit bigger dimensions, as well as a women's version, which has the same capacity and dimensions, but with different size shoulder straps to fit a smaller torso length. Now looking at the external components, it has a pretty simple minimalistic exterior with side compression straps, top and side carry handles, 1 water bottle pocket, and a small front slash pocket. I really appreciate the placement on these side compression straps. You can see that they start below the zipper on the main compartment, so they don't get in the way when you're opening the bag. The top part of the bag is where you have your small item organization, so there's not as much need for compression here. The Setout has 1 small side water bottle pocket with kind of this slightly stretchy material on the top. I find that they're a good size to hold a 27-ounce water bottle, but it's a little bit small and doesn't fit a larger 1-liter bottle. One of my favorite things about Tortuga is their backpack carry systems. If you're looking for a comfortable travel backpack, then these are some of the best I've ever tested. The Setout has large, thick shoulder straps with thick foam padding, which is covered in a breathable mesh. The foam tapers as it goes down the strap. The top part, where it's on your shoulders, is really thick, and then it transitions down to a thinner padding lower down the strap where the bag isn't putting weight and pressure on your shoulder. They're also fully adjustable with top load lifters and an adjustable sternum strap. The included hip straps are also very comfortable. They have a thick padded foam which connects together with a large plastic buckle. They each have a large storage pocket, and they're both removable if you don't want to use them. The back padding on the backpack is a thick, breathable foam material that's much softer than the injection molded shoulder straps. It's set on the back in a couple of separate strips instead of covering the entire back. That leaves a lot of room for air ventilation. And then to fit this backpack, you're going to want to pack it fully loaded. First put it on and adjust the shoulder straps, and then you're going to put on the hip belt. One interesting thing about this Setout is these load adjusters on the top. Instead of attaching to the top like most backpacks, the strap runs down the entire length of the shoulder straps. This keeps the backpack straps kind of permanently in a shape of your shoulder, which means you're going to have to loosen up the load adjuster strap every time you stow them away, which you can do by unclipping the aluminum buckles on the bottom of the straps and stowing them in this top access pocket. Now let's look at the interior components and design on the Setout. The bag opens from the side and lays completely flat like a suitcase. This gives you access to a large main compartment on one side and a lid with 2 mesh pockets for smaller items on the other side. There are no internal compression straps, so you're going to want to use packing cubes with this bag. The front panel is a school backpack style compartment that's used for storing your small items and electronics. It opens from the top, but the zipper only goes down about a third of the length of the bag. There are a ton of internal pockets and dividers in here, a few larger pockets, and a key ring. However, most of these pockets are way down in the middle of the bag, so I found that especially when the bag is fully packed, it's hard to see down into these small pockets, and the zipper doesn't open far enough to let you see in here very easily. You tend to lose things in here and end up having to search around with your hand to find it. The Setout has a separate laptop compartment located behind the backpack straps that has a top access lockable zipper. The laptop sleeve is large enough for a 17-inch MacBook, and my 15-inch Dell fits in here perfectly, and there's also room for a 10-inch tablet in this other sleeve. And then there's just kind of this big void pocket. I'm not really sure what you'd put in here. Bulky electronics like the laptop cord are just gonna sink to the bottom of the bag and make a big lump on the back of the backpack. Now I'll show you how to pack the bag, as well as show you some different options for packing cubes. I went ahead and got a set of the Tortuga medium-sized packing cubes to see how well they fit in the bag, and I gotta say I'm not very impressed with these. The cubes are really thin compared to the thickness of the bag, and you can hardly fit anything in them. This large one, compared to my Eagle Creek cube, it's about half the thickness. And just for reference, I put one pair of jeans and 2 long sleeve shirts in here, and it's pretty much completely full. Whereas I can fit more than double that in my other cube. And as you can see, the main compartment on the Setout is much deeper than the fully packed packing cube. In fact, it's so thin, you can almost pack 2 of these on top of each other. And even when I put my fully packed Eagle Creek cubes in here, I still have a little bit of extra room on top to fit my jacket and toiletries kit. The 2 smaller Tortuga cubes are also really tiny. In one of them, I can only fit about 6 pairs of socks or about 3 t-shirts in here. And since the bag has these 2 top smaller mesh pockets, I don't really see the point in having such tiny packing cubes. The Tortuga cubes are rounded, which is nice because they fit the rounded shape of the backpack, but I also found that my 2 rectangular Eagle Creek cubes fit in this bag just fine. So I would probably just skip the Tortuga cubes and get 2 of these Eagle Creek ones instead. In summary, my favorite things about the Tortuga Setout are the clean, minimalistic design. It has a simple exterior that's not flashy like a lot of other travel backpacks. I like the large main compartment that opens to the side with the smaller mesh pockets for storing small items or dirty laundry. And then the backpack straps are probably my favorite thing about Tortuga bags. They're comfortable and you can carry this bag around almost all day without it hurting your shoulders. My least favorite things about this bag are the water bottle pocket. It's a little bit too small and it only holds a thin 27-ounce water bottle. They could have made it a little bit bigger or used a slightly stretchier fabric. And then the front organizational pocket is kind of a large void. You can't see the small pockets down in the middle of the bag, and you tend to just lose items in here. And then the packing cubes are really way too thin for this bag. You should just save yourself the trouble and get a couple of the medium Eagle Creek packing cubes instead. I hope you enjoyed this review. If you have any questions on the Tortuga Setout 35-liter travel backpack, then let me know in the comments below, and I'll be happy to answer any questions. And again, if you like videos like this, bag reviews, bag comparisons, then subscribe to our channel, and thanks for watching.